Hello guys, welcome back. This is continuation of request to PHP file using Ajax. And so let's continue. We just grabbed with the variable uname document get element by ID username value, which is basically whatever we type in this input. Okay, that's the way we can grab that value. Now I'm going to create the same for the password. So password is going to be equal to document dot get element by ID and user password dot value. Okay, let's save this. And let's push this a little bit down. Let's save this. Now I'm going to show you how you can pass with through the URL, okay, that we can put in here. How you can pass either username and the password, okay, through the get method. Okay, it's pretty simple. So what you have to do, and this will pass these two parameters or these two values to the PHP file, okay, in the URL. So and of course we are doing this without refreshing or reloading the page. Remember, Ajax doesn't need to reload the page. Okay, so if you did my PHP tutorials, remember that whenever we did a login form, we needed to submit it, and then the page would reload, okay, to return the answer, okay, or the request. In this case, using Ajax, you'll see that the URL itself will not change, okay, and this will we will not need to reload the page at all. Okay, so it's very cool and useful thing using Ajax and passing values through to PHP scripts, okay, using Ajax. Very cool. So URL, and here we type the name of the file that we will create, the PHP file, and I'm going to call it, where is it? Test login.php. I'm going to call it the same of the HTML file, but with PHP extension, of course. And this is how we pass the parameters. Okay, so you have to type the question mark symbol, and now you type the parameter name, okay, which is here, this parameter. So we have to use this parameter and this name and password. So name is going to be equal to where is it? Here. 2 and equal, and then you type single or double quote, sorry, and between them you type plus uname, okay, and plus again, and double quotes again, and then and you remember this from our PHP tutorials, right? How we can pass more than one parameter. You just have to type the symbol here, and then type again the parameter that you want to pass and the value of it. Okay, so password, which is this here, will hold the value of plus of where is it? U password. Here it is. U password. Okay, simple as that. And here we can close this with semicolon. Okay, so test login PHP, where to send the values, question mark, okay, to separate the parameters. Then the parameters name is going to be equal to uname, okay, this here, and password is going to be equal to upassword. Okay, So this is how we can send parameters with Ajax. Okay, guys, pretty simple. So let's go and create our PHP file. Let's save this, and let's create this PHP, and let's do it. Before we create PHP, I'm going to create just a little and simple database. So let me open the browser and type localhost PHP my admin. Oops, sorry, where is it? Localhost. Oops, I always forgot to start the XAMPP control panel. So I hope you guys have this installed. Probably you have. If you don't have this, you have to download it. Okay, go to Google and search for XAMPP. Then you start Apache and start MySQL. Okay, and now I can type here PHP my admin, enter, and let's wait just a second, and we'll create only a simple database with username and password. Okay, nothing fancy. Okay, here we are, and now I'm going to create the MySQL database. So I'm going to call this test login and create. Perfect. Here it is. Okay, now a new table. So a new table, I'm gonna call this users. Number of fields, it's going to be 3. Okay, ID, username and password. Execute. And here we are. So this is the first one, ID, integer, size 20, and down here null, primary. Okay, this is a primary, auto increment as well, and okay, that's it. Let's go to the second one. This is going to be username and here integer, no, it's varchar, and 20 as well, and I think it's all. Okay, and the third one, it's going to be password and varchar 20, and that's it. Okay, so let's proceed. Where is it? Click go. Oops, I'm sorry. Where is it? Save. Click save. There it is. Okay. Now we have ID, name, and password. Okay. 3 fields in our table users. Perfect. Okay. Now we can go back to our PHP file, and we can save this as test login PHP. Remember, you have to save it inside htdocs directory. Save this. Okay, let's start doing some PHP. So the first thing I want to do is create two variables, name, and the variable name will hold the parameter that we passed through Ajax, which is going to be name. Okay, where is it? Here. Okay, this is the parameter that we want to grab from the URL. So this is how we grab it. Okay, so for the password, I'm going to create also the variable password and get the password. Okay, perfect. Now down here I'm going to type if name and password exists, do this, else type something, echo, you have to type username and password or something like that. Okay, now in here I'm gonna first start by connecting to the MySQL database. So I hope you remember that from our PHP tutorials. So MySQL connect, parentheses, inside the parentheses first is the name of the server, which is localhost by default if you were using XAMPP, comma, and then root, which is the username. By default, if you're using XAMPP, this is also your username. Okay, root. And the third parameter is going to be a password. Okay, but by default we don't use any password, or XAMPP doesn't use any password. Sorry, not XAMPP, PHP admin. Okay, MySQL. So now we type or die. Okay, this means that if any of these parameters are okay or correct, you will have a message in your browser saying problem with connection. Okay, now down here I'm going to type another MySQL syntax or method, which is MySQL select database. So you have to type this to select your database, and the database is called test login. Right now down here I want to create a variable query. This will hold a MySQL query, which is select all from users, which is our table, where name is going to be equal to the variable name. And here, okay. If you guys don't know how to connect to your database, or you are a little bit you lack you don't have a lot of basics of PHP, you can go to my recommend you guys to go to my PHP video tutorials, okay, and learn this before you can do any Ajax at all, okay. But I think that at this point, if you are watching this video, you already know PHP, okay. So inside behind below query we type num rows and MySQL num rows parenthesis query, and now we type if num rows is not equal to 0, do this, and this is going to be a while loop, which is while row is equal to MySQL fetch a sock query, do this, and let's type let's create a variable db name equals to row name and db password equals to row password. Okay, and now in here we type another if condition if name equals exactly to password, if name equals exactly to db name, do this, and another condition which is if password equals exactly to db password. Okay guys, this video is taking too long. I'm gonna cut it off and proceed in the next video, okay?